just kind of continuing on. Let's see if we can try to make ourselves get somewhere. Oh, wow, okay, so I made it to the wall, it seems. Okay. Oh no, this is the big dock. Okay, I need to, like, watch myself here. Okay, so this is, like, a very popular spot for Utahs. Something I definitely need to watch out for. Utahs are probably, like, my arch nemesis right now. I'm gonna try to sneak in here and see if I can find a good little hidey hole or something. There's like nothing I can do if something's in here though. Like there's a lot of like big things to like hide between stuff, but it's a lot of little kind of, I don't want to call them like corridors or something, but it's like little areas and stuff that I can't really sneak past. Wow, if you like imagine like how big this Juvie Rex is when you like compare it to like a building or something. Like there's a door. There's a door, so that's it's kind of a fat door too, but if you kind of like imagine, okay, like imagine, like this thing is huge. This thing's like the size of a horse. Oh, wow, this thing does not, it is not agreeing with being near these buildings. It's weird, I've never like really went over here to like examine these buildings. It's kind of weird. Huh, that's kind of cool. Alright. Like, I've never actually, like, gone over here and examined them. Like, they got little solar panels and stuff on them, and weird blue glass window things. I don't know. This is probably where I would see a Utah most likely. But I'd imagine, like, the time of day or whatever that I'm actually, like, on right now. I really wouldn't imagine too many, like, smaller dinos being on. Oh. Let's see. Is that something I could hide in? Oh, that is something I could hide in. If I wanted to, like, hide out right here, I definitely could. Let's see. I can go in here and... Oh, that's cool. I mean, I would be absolutely trapped if something else came, but... This would be a good little ambush spot, too. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to keep moving. Not necessarily safe here. Alright, we don't need to crouch. I mean, like, look at this thing, and this thing is, like, huge compared to this forklift. Like, wow. I'm definitely, like, larger than a human. I think, like, the Juvie Rex kind of, like, I know it's not really built for it, but it would be kind of nice to have them be able to, like, jump or something. That'd be kind of interesting. Like, maybe, like, Juvie Apex is being able to jump. Is that something, or is that a bush? Yeah, it's just a bush. Okay. I'm kind of like going between all this stuff because it's probably my best bet of not being seen from a distance. Even though I have a feeling I'm kind of going in a big circle because I believe going the distance, the direction that I am will bring me back to kind of where I started from. But that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Let's kind of take a quick look out here. I'm legitimately trying to, I mean, like, if I was just trying to grow this guy, like, yeah, I'd sit and hide and stuff, but I think it would be more interesting for me to actually like move around and stuff. So I'm legitimately trying to kind of keep my eye out so I don't like lose this guy. Because wasting any time like raising up an apex of any sort, it sucks. It really does suck. I haven't really like explored over here either. Let's see. You know, I might as well take this time to like look at stuff. I mean, there's nothing really interesting over here. I mean, nothing that's crazy interesting. I mean, besides, oh, another Ava. Let's snag that real quick if I can find it. Maybe. I kind of don't want it to be in here though, because it just, I have a feeling it'll just come run around and stuff. Alright, so it's probably on the other side of that wall, which is a good and a bad thing. Let's go ahead and alright, I don't need to crouch right now, hopefully. Take a peek real quick, and we're good. Alright, let's go over here and see if we can get this thing. Actually, I'd probably prefer to have that than this Ava, but I think I would do pretty well at killing an Ava now. Should be probably maybe the same speed, maybe a little better. Alright, so it's kind of coming directly towards me, so... I'm guessing that saw me. Because it was kind of like walking towards me and just kind of changed directions. So we're going to see if we can catch this thing real quick. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come on, you little pig. Where'd you go, piggy piggy? Make some noise. Okay, I think it's like directly in front of me, even though I can't really see it. I don't have a visual on it. Oh, I see it now. Okay. I'm about to ambush now. Oh, I'm faster than it now. Okay. Oh no, you're definitely bleeding now. You've definitely got some damage on you. Yeah, no, I'm a lot better now. It's kind of cool because you can kind of gauge where you're sitting. You should probably drop at least within one more bite. Okay, you're gonna drop any second now. You got a ton of damage. I don't like burning all my stamina. Like, for like these guys are such a pain though. Oh, here we go. Cool. These guys are such a pain for like higher tier juvies to catch. Leave a trail of dead bodies in my wake. So there should be like a body of water, I mean, a decent distance away from here, but like up in this way. And I think it kind of takes us back to kind of where we started, as far as I remember. But I'll need to find a body of water sometime soon. Oh, there was actually one in there. Hold on, let me see if it's... no, this is worth going. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's just keep going. We're going to keep going. Keep going, and hopefully we'll grow this Rex. Actually, we do a decent amount of damage now, so for the most part we should be okay, besides maybe like adult Utah's Dialos. They'd still be an issue, but we shouldn't be too bad. It's kind of nice though. I don't really feel super slow though. I mean, I don't feel fast by any means, but I don't feel like I wouldn't be able to get away from something as long as it was far enough away. Alright, let's see if we can scout out some water now. I think that'll be like water. Okay. It'll be like water. Oh, I see it. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and head towards that. And conserve some of this stamina. I don't know, what do you guys think of these type of more basic standard like playthroughs? It's been a while since I've done it. Usually I include somebody in my videos, bringing other people along and stuff. And sometimes I feel like people just kind of want to see just a straight up like playthrough. While there will be other people and stuff involved, but I would like to know you guys' opinions to help improve my content and stuff. So if you guys have any like comments and stuff on like if you know what kind of stuff you guys would prefer to see, and then I can kind of get like an overall perspective to see, you know, how which direction, like what kind of content, because I've been slightly, as you guys can tell if you guys have watched a lot of my stuff, that I've been trying to do somewhat a variety of sorts to kind of gauge how you guys, what kind of content you guys want, like whether it's more comedic, more playthrough style, more the typical style I was normally doing with these was like kind of like a gameplay podcast almost type of thing, or like, I don't know. I haven't really figured out what people have been wanting the most, so it'd be just kind of nice to figure it out, and maybe we can move forward. I have a feeling that most people kind of like want the basic gameplay, so that's kind of what I'm trying to go for here. Okay. Yep, and we ended up exactly where I was expecting to. Alright. I kind of just popped out, so if something saw me, something saw me. Alright. I don't see anything, so we're just going to go ahead and go for this water. I mean, this could be a disaster, but as far as I know here, I don't see anything. I think the things I would fear the most would probably be Utah's, Dialos, Carnos, any of the, like the fast things. Like if I saw an adult Giga in the distance, I'd probably be alright, I think. And an adult Rex, well, that would be a coin toss if they thought I was food, or if they, you know, decided to adopt me or not. It'd honestly just be a coin toss. I don't know. Alright. I guess we can just kind of pass this and go around. This is exactly kind of where I was expecting to be. We're not going to go that way. We'll go this way. I want to avoid going in a big circle, but which we kind of just did, but oh, I thought I heard something. Hey, maybe not. Alright. Like, typically if I was just trying to grow this, I would try to find a more secluded area and kind of just hide. Even though, I mean, obviously it doesn't work for content, But if I was just trying to raise up a creature to have an apex on a survival map, I would be a little more cautious than kind of walking around the map. Okay, here's a pretty decent view. Figure out which direction to go. I see... Yeah, pretty much everything's that way. Like, I can go in the canyon or something. The only problem with I hate kind of going in the canyon because it's like, I don't even know what it's called, but it's a canyon to me. There's kind of it's kind of like a one-way road. Alright, so let's go ahead and, oh god, this is just going to be bad. Alright, we're just gonna kind of crouch down this and hope for the best. And hopefully this velo does not decide to harass me while I'm trying to walk down this. It's kind of weird, like the velos, I get why they go after juvies, it makes sense. But like once the juvies become like a certain size, they really shouldn't bother the juvies too much. Like, a velo shouldn't be a problem for me right now. Actually, I'm actually kind of liking this color scheme a little bit. Like, I think maybe for blending like blending purposes, I think it would probably look nicer with like some hint of green. Maybe make it blend in better with like a rock, because it kind of blends in okay with these rocks, except for just more green. If it was like where the lighter brown is, maybe if it was green, or where the kind of darker brown or black or whatever that's on the kind of on the top might be green. Maybe it may have made it blend in a bit. I think I heard another velo. Here's another water source, so we'll go ahead and head towards that. We'll just kind of bounce from water source to water source. Oh, wait, is that the velo? That is the velo. Come here, little guy. Yeah. You became food. Just little snippy snacks on the way. And where was that water again? I kind of get nervous when I hear too many things pop up. So I know I'm not like the only person on the map. And when too many things pop up, it makes me feel like there's like somebody else around. But I know that they pop up usually within a certain distance. Okay, so yeah, I did take a humongous little circle around. And wow, my original Ava, I think this is the same one. Wow, this is like the same one. Oh, that's nice. Let's kind of get a little bit of that and then we'll move on. Try to avoid going in this circle again. I don't know if the paras, if they see me again, if they would be as friendly as they were before. Because I'd imagine that they would not want to befriend me near me being a sub. Knowing that at some point during the sub stage they would be on the menu. Like a para obviously doesn't really have to worry that much from a sub. But if I were to get like a few key bites on them, they would be hurting pretty bad. Especially towards the end of the sub stage. Not as much during the beginning part. And the beginning part of the sub stage is kind of nerve-wracking a little bit because you're not that great. And you just make more noise and wow, okay. It's like all these big open areas. I always like to kind of peek first before I decide to run out in the middle of them. trying to avoid running into another circle. And try to go a little more straight. I mean, I kind of knew where I was going. It was just kind of weird that it's like... Didn't necessarily, like, intend on going into a circle. But I'm trying to, like, hover with the trees and stuff. It's kind of where I'm trying to stay with. Usually as something small, I try to stay, for the most part, within the trees. As something bigger, I'll kind of go out into the open. The server is starting to slowly fill up. Like, it's not anywhere near full or anything, but it's slowly starting to get more people in it. Which means that I'm going to have to start being a little bit more cautious. Like, the map is big, but once you start creeping up in players, I might as well get that. It's readily available. Yeah. Almost low on stamina, though. Oh, there's 2. Let's go ahead and get that real quick. Oh, is that a body there? What is that? It might be a rock, but to my right. I'm starting to get a little nervous. Like, I feel like I'm not alone now. Let's see. Is that a body? Let me see if that's a body. Maybe just be a rock. Yeah, it's a rock. Okay. Alright, that's going to get me nervous for a second. Get me all worried. I noticed the fog kind of came out too. Oh, don't freak me out like that. Wait, what did you run? What are you running? Why are you running towards me? Don't run towards me. You get all scared and run towards me. You're gonna make me think something's coming. You're supposed to be like a little alarm system. I hear something going off, and then I'm supposed to run myself and let you get eaten. It's like one of those situations where I think that there's like everybody's kind of in the same area. I think I'm coming up on like the swampy area and stuff. So this is the swamp or whatever. I think I might be wrong. Looks about like it. Sniff, because I'm pretty sure that's what that went on. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay. Alright. I'm definitely not safe if something sees me over here, though. There's not too many, like, good places to hide. It's kind of a big open area, but it's like, eh. Thought I heard something. We're gonna go around this, getting a little bit paranoid. Definitely starting to get paranoid. It's kind of nice though, like the juvie Rex, in my opinion, is probably one of the better juvies. A lot more well balanced. And just you get stuck kind of in this juvie stage for quite a while, which I guess is good. So they're not like, once they're like pretty decent size, they're at least not useless. So it's nice to get a little bit of a top off a little bit. Let's go ahead and creep across this real quick. Definitely keep my eye out now. Like, there's a lot of decent cover, but the problem is, like, once I'm seen, so definitely have to keep my eye out. I am getting, like, pretty decent size, though. So, at least for any of the, as long as I don't run into anything that's like a really fast creature, I should be okay being able to get away from it. Looks like it's about to be night again. Alright, let's go ahead and cross this. And head this way. Alright, so go ahead and continue on in the direction we were going. Nighttime has come, and usually it's always like something to... Ooh. Okay. I'm always paranoid at night because I can't see far enough for like... I can't see far enough for me to like judge or anything, so I'm always so paranoid at night. Oh, yeah, we're gonna go up this way. Hopefully that was the right decision. Sneak off and head towards this. Is that a long drop? Can't tell if that's a hard drop or not. I always like, if I'm not sure if it looks kind of questionable, which it kind of does right now, I'll kind of just like crouch my way down there. I don't even know if that like even helps anymore these days, but it used to like help with like softening drops. I don't know if it has to do with like the body being closer to the ground or not. Let's see in the distance a little bit. Right, let's go ahead and pass over here. I always get this feeling that I'm not alone, but I mean, technically I'm not, so I'm very aware that there are things, there are little monsters out here, well, big monsters, there are big monsters out here that want to eat me. Many, many big monsters. Currently not a crazy amount, but there will be more. Let's swim across this real quick. Night vision, turn it off real quick. Like, I don't think you guys can see very well, but this is actually like more ideal for what I do. I'm more willing to keep it dark like this so I can at least see in the distance. And I'm hearing food, but I am not sure. If it's for me or if it's for somebody else. For some reason, I get this feeling like that's not for me. Like, the AI did not pop up for me. Whatever that noise is coming from, it's... I might as well go ahead and munch this down. Sneak off into the distance a little bit. I think sneaking is appropriate for the moment. I'm getting paranoid because I'm hearing these things and they're kind of in the distance, like across the lake or whatever this is right here. Well, let me turn off the night vision, see what we're... Okay, so there's that little island that for some reason Dialos are always sitting on. I don't have a feeling like they are right now. Usually people that play Dialos at nighttime is their time to make noise, and most are pretty vocal at night. At least most players are, unless they're trying to like legitimately hide and stuff. Guess I'll stay hidden here. Try to stay in crouch. Because my luck has been pretty good so far, but usually, most of the times that if you play, like, at least from my own perspective, everybody's experiences are always going to be different. It's, you know, one of the benefits of the Isle, but one of my perspectives on this is that usually when you play is like, as long as given that there are people in the server, usually when you play in Apex, a lot of people like to go to semi-secluded hidden grow spots to grow their apexes, because it's usually a bad idea to roam the map, just because it's usually you can't really get, you know, enough luck to you know, to be lucky for 6 or 7 hours of grow time. Obviously the latter half is usually pretty safe, but I actually think I'd be a little more, like, I'm pretty paranoid right now, but I'm also relatively easier to hide, so I have that benefit of being able to hide. The once I'm a sub, it's like I can't necessarily hide as easy because I stomp the ground. You know, I make noise when I walk, or a lot more noise when I walk. Let's see. Okay, so I'm on the other side of that of this lake. So I kind of keep going in this distance. I think I'm gonna snag some water real quick too. Usually, yeah, well, it's not ideal for making content. Typically, I would actually try to find a nice grow spot to grow my apex. It's kind of what I did with the the Giga playthrough, when I ended up dying later on, I think it was like later on after like a couple episodes. I can't remember which one it is. I will link it here. When I did that, I ended up growing and I ended up hiding at this small docks and grew my Giga back to where I was. Alright, so I am really near this water. Super paranoid right now. Like if I was something that was smaller, something like well, not smaller, but like a smaller overall creature, i.e. like a Utah or something, I would be a lot less paranoid. But usually it's with the apexes I get really paranoid. Like any of the big creatures, I get really paranoid when I'm trying to grow them. Especially when there's not very many people on. They're either going to be nice or they're going to be very adamant about wanting to kill people when they find them. And there's not very many people on. Because there aren't very many people on, so when they see somebody, it's an opportunity to have a little fun by chasing them down. I mean, even I play that way. Like, if I found somebody that I knew I can kill right now, I'd probably kill them because, you know, it's the opportunities are slim. I don't know if I want to cross this. I think I'm going to take the attempt and go around. I don't know if I want to actually cross this, so I think I'm going to go around. And I'm going to stop crouching for a second so I can kind of move a little bit faster without burning my stamina too much. I was trying to stay in crouch so I can like kind of take off quick if I needed to. So I was kind of worried about being hunted. And I still am, but... Whoa, what was that? Oh, okay. Alright. It's kind of like... Alright. Ugh. Worrisome a bit. Yeah, let's see. I gotta gauge where it is around me. Okay. Please don't tell me I just made it back to... Okay, no, I didn't. Alright. Just making sure I didn't make it back to the same waterfalls. I have a feeling like possibly I did. It's kind of my lack of direction, even though I probably should just kind of follow the compass. I don't ever do that. Like, they have a compass, and they put the compass here for a reason, and I never really take advantage of it. Let's see. Let's see. Is this the same? No. Alright. We're okay. I am kind of like a Rex wandering aimlessly. Okay. I am against a wall here, so this is gonna be scary here. Make my way to this water source over here. Oh wow, I am super close to growing sub. depending on what side that is on. Yeah, I think it's on the other side. I'm not gonna worry about it. That's a lot of stuff popping up. That always makes me, like, wonder. Server's still not getting super full. Let's see. Oh, I am basically a full-grown juvie right now. Full-grown juvie Rex, with all the perks and benefits that come along with that. See how much actual damage I do. 100. Yeah, so I was right. I figured it was 100. 100's not bad, but I think it's a little less than like a adult Utah, so. Yeah, let's see if I can see this. Alright, maybe we can find a nice little spot to progress here. Alright, this looks like a kind of a very hidden, well-hidden area because I can barely see through it. So, alright, well, let's go ahead and we're going to grow up here to a sub. Alright, beautiful sub Rex. Alright guys, so I will leave this video here for now, and we will return back for the sub-Rex. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.